Sheer luck may get you through the plane crash in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Well, I really had no choice in what happened.
But it takes something else to get you through 47 days on a floating raft with no water or food. Days punctuated by Japanese gunfire and shark attacks, only to be captured and tortured at the end.
Your mind is set on one thing, to win. I think that's important in a survivor's life, because a lot of people give up.
Before the war, that instinct took Louis Zamperini to the 1936 Olympics as a world-class runner. The words of his brother and coach were in his ears as he ran.
Isn't 1 minute of pain worth a lifetime of glory?
And Zamperini, nearest the camera, starts pulling away.
He sprinted his last lap in less than a minute.
And they're still talking about it. They're talking about the winners. They forgot who the winners were. But they're talking about my last lap in 56 seconds, and that brought people to their feet. It excited Hitler, so he called me over, so I got to meet Hitler.
Yes, he met Hitler. The story of Zamperini's life sounds like a movie. And in fact, a studio has signed on to make it one.
I mean, if it was a fiction, you wouldn't believe it. It's just a remarkable story, and people just gravitate to it.
He celebrated his 96th birthday at Peachtree Presbyterian Sunday. Zamperini told the crowd his post-traumatic stress after the war was gone when he became a Christian.
And I can't think of a better role model. He is my hero.
I guess, if he didn't give up, then we shouldn't give up.
Well, they just don't make people like that anymore.
But Zamperini says the lessons of his generation can be taught and learned.
We're not the greatest generation. We're the hardy generation. Hardy because we had problems every day that we had to overcome. And you don't stop in the middle of a problem. If you run up against a roadblock, what do? You become resolute. Hope is the power of the soul to endure. Our first big raid was Wake Island, and we were the first to bomb that since the Japanese took it. They came in so close. We shot down all 3 Zeros, but not before taking on 600 bullet holes. As I sank, I lost consciousness. There's no way I could have gotten out. Pulled the raft back up, got in, then we started our drift of 47 days in the South Pacific. A Japanese patrol boat picked us up and said, "You're going to go to the island of Kwajalein, the execution island, because all prisoners are sent there and then executed." We were skeletons. We couldn't stand up. We lost, I think, 80 guys in one winter. And then they set our day of execution. They took me on the radio. They wrote the script, and it was propaganda, and I said, "I can't do it." And they said, "You must do it." I said, "I can't do it." Hit me across the temple, knocked me to the floor, blood spurted out of my head. Victory in Europe, now victory in Japan. And I saw my family for the first time in about 3.5, 4 years. And coming home as a soldier, everybody took me out to parties and dinners, and I'm taking advantage of all this. I had these nightmares every night. I couldn't get rid of it. And I got worse and worse. And my wife got fed up with it. And then one night I woke up strangling her. I was totally out of it. And we're drunk every night. And then you become addicted. She said, that's it. I've had it. Our marriage was ruined. And she had a little girl to take care of. Tears began to roll down my face. I was all alone. She wanted to get me to that tent meeting. She knew something would happen. She knew this was our only hope. Of all of my near-death experiences, my life never passed before my eyes. My life did pass before my eyes.
Prepare to meet thy God.
It all hit me at one time.